After the ball is over, after the skein is done, after the die lot's finished, and you are short just one, many a knitter has made a tearful and desperate call, pleading with their local yarn shop, go after that ball.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast, episode 395. Today is Saturday, March 28th, 2020, as we are recording. I am Marlisha, also known as Lady Fernico.
And I'm Talia, also known as Franciscan Gypsy.
We want to welcome all new and returning viewers to the Fun in the Woman Cave. If you're new, we're glad you found us, and we hope that you find something that will bring you back and continue to bring you back. If you are returning, we're always glad to have you with us. And if you are in the shadows, please feel free to join in the fun by joining officially our YouTube channel. You press the little subscribe button and the little bell so you get notifications. And if you want to be involved with the alongs and the giveaways and all the support and all that kind of thing, camaraderie, then you need to go to phnpodcast.freeforums.net. That's phnpodcast.freeforums.net. And, say you want to join and we'll let you in and you can get started on all the fun stuff over there, the fun stuff. We do have a new member, Bettina. I want to welcome Bettina. Glad to have her with us. And I guess we'll go into tea.
Yes, and you have more projects.
I do. In my Memento Mori mug, it is Lent, Memento Mori, I'm actually drinking Dominion tea. This is from a local shop I think it's in Purcellville, which is about, maybe 45 minutes to an hour away from us, I think. And this is chocolate chai. It's got organic black tea, organic ginger root, organic cinnamon, organic cardamom, organic cloves, is organic cocoa and nibs and flavor.
You see, I liked the one you got me, but it wasn't super flavorful, so I probably wouldn't get it again.
So this is...
But you got me chocolate mint, I think.
Yeah. This is when we went on our anniversary last year, or 2 years ago, I forget. I picked this up, and since I normally drink Andy's tea, it doesn't get as much love as it should because I love Plum Deluxe tea. This is excellent, and I enjoy it. It's very good. Do you want to taste it or?
I'll taste a little bit of it. Hold on. It's kind of mild, but it's good.
Mm-hmm. But you put more tea probably than I do.
But also, some of the chocolate ones can be mild.
That banana chocolate that Andy does is amazing. It's very strong with its banana chocolate.
But the taste that's so strong is the banana, which is why, unfortunately, I had to give it to you because I really don't care for bananas.
Now, the chocolate one I really like is called Chocolate Monkey, and it's from our local shop right down the street here. I hope they can stay open through this stuff. Vine and Leaf, they have a Chocolate Monkey, which is also kind of a chocolate banana.
I wish there used to be a purple tea that Andy used to sell, but it was a one-off, I think.
Bless you.
Sorry. It was a one-off because it's kind of a specialized African tea. And it's called purple tea. I guess it's in the black tea range. Yeah. But I like it, and I can't get any more, so I have like that much left of it from when he had it.
Yeah.
When I was getting, I didn't think it would go out of stock. But this is not what I have today. Because I'm hoarding that for like bad days and stuff like that. Because once I finish it, I don't have any more. Right. I'll have to look for another supplier. Like I'm talking about drugs. So this is Plum Deluxe tea.
Our tea addiction.
Tart cocoa cherry cordial tea.
That sounds good.
That is good. Sorry.
I'm gonna smell the cherry. Oh, I like that one. I might have to pick it up. I'm kind of picky about my fruity teas. I like this cherry. I don't care much for like blueberry. It's a raspberry tea.
Blueberry is very subtle,
Yeah,
so I don't tend to drink a lot with blueberry. Apple is subtle.
it can be. It can be. Just like raspberry can be. I like it in iced tea, but not so much necessarily in... I think because it was raspberry chocolate and I didn't like the blend with the
You see,
tea.
I liked that.
I gave you mine.
Yeah.
Like we said, normal disclaimer, just because we don't like something doesn't mean it isn't really good, because
Yeah.
Andy is awesome. Okay. All right, moving on. Now, this is not a tea podcast, really. Okay, let's go on to our...
That's for our other podcast.
Let's go on into the stuff.
Sorry, my knee feels stiff.
Okay, our upcoming along is on the boards already. Autism awareness is there, and Laura Concert has agreed that she will be once again. That's Crocheting Hoovian. She's been doing this with us almost from the inception. She has been doing this with us every year. Autism
Yeah, because I
awareness.
think it was only the first year that we did it alone.
Yeah, she's been with us for a long, long time.
And we had for many years... Blast, I can see her in my head. She had that really cute dog. Alice was the dog's name. It was-
Oh, you're talking about
she used to always go to Spain.
yeah, I know who you're talking about. Emily.
Yes, because she used
Yeah.
to do it with us every year, almost from inception. And then eventually we...
She used to do it for a certain point in time because she'd be in Spain for part of it.
Right.
But
So
she-
it was challenging for
Yeah,
her.
but she would do it, and even when she couldn't do it that last year, before we kind of, things changed for both of us.
Well, she started focusing more on sewing.
yeah, and that kind of stuff. She even gave us still prizes. So
Yeah.
she, I don't know if she's still podcasting or not.
Last time I saw something on Instagram, it was more sewing. I think she's still kind of into sewing.
Right, very talented lady. But anyway, autism awareness. Laura Concert is our co-host for that. The threads are up. It begins April 1st and goes through April, May, June. Goes to the end of June, okay? And all the information is there. I'm not going to go through it right now because I don't have it in my notes. But we'll go on into our normal... I don't know if Tortoise versus Hare is going or not. I haven't heard from Laura yet. So
Right. I mean, I don't know. It might not with everything going on. That might be one more extra thing that she doesn't necessarily want to think about.
Right. So just keep your ears open, and we'll let you know as soon as we know, if she even wants us to be co-hosting with her anymore.
Correct.
So we'll have to see.
Keep your ears to the ground.
So, moving on to alongs that we are currently doing. We had the Lady Fernico Creations Cal Lao, and I'm so excited to see all this stuff in there. It makes me happy. This goes from March 1st to April 30th, so you have a little over a month to go. I love seeing all this stuff in my yarn, and you guys are amazing for remembering to double or triple post for whatever you're supposed to be doing. The projects in this along must be made from Lady Fernico Creations yarn, at least half plus, so 3/4, something like that, of my yarn. If it's the mystery yarn that you're using, I don't care when you finished it. You could have finished it before it started. You got it in January or whenever I sold it, and you finished it in February. The thing didn't start till March. I don't care. If you finished it in the mystery yarn, it gets to go in, and it gets 2 chances at a prize for the finished object, because I'm so grateful for you guys, your support of Talia's medical expenses. The other ones need to be finished within the along, and 1 chance at a prize for non-mystery yarn finished objects, and 2 chances for finished objects in the mystery yarn. If the mystery yarn is done in my pattern or Talia's pattern, that's 3 chances for the FO. And if the regular yarn is in a featured pattern, mine or Talia's, that's 2 chances at a prize. You guys are responsible for your multiple postings as always. Previous whips are allowed. Chatter and pictures will all be in the same thread. Whatever you decide to knit, loom knit, or crochet is acceptable. But if it uses less than 50 yards of yarn, as always, 2 items, please. Okay?
Right.
1 whip per project per week. FO whenever it's finished. I already said all that stuff. It's hashtag Lady Fernico Creations CalCalLal 2020 on Instagram. So that's hashtag Lady Fernico Creations, all one word, capital C / capital K / LAL. That's capital LAL 2020. Okay?
It'll be in the group.
Yeah. Okay, now, you know the way I put it down. All right. Let's see here. We do have prizes. I just haven't decided what they are yet. So it depends on what I've got in my shop and what I've got dyed up, or maybe I'll dye something up. I don't know. We'll see. And depending on how many people are involved, I might have 2 prizes. We'll see.
Right.
Now the PHN Ready Set Go Cal Lao 2020, that we are almost finished with, and we love having our Cozy Up Knits ladies as co-host. Jamie, if you're watching this, I sent you a PM or DM or whatever it's called on Messenger about 2 or 3 days ago. I don't know if you've seen it. So if you haven't seen it and you're watching
On
this...
Messenger or on Instagram?
No, on Facebook Messenger.
Try Instagram. Is this more on Instagram more?
I don't think so. Okay. I don't know. Go look at your Facebook. Okay? Go look at your messages, Jamie. I know she probably gave up on me if she watches it. I keep saying I'm going to touch base with her. I did touch base with her. So about 3 days ago.
Not like, she's anything else.
No, she's just sitting there twiddling her thumbs waiting for me to get in touch with her. I know that's all she's doing. Anyway, they're awesome. They're extremely talented. They've got patterns coming out. Every time I look around, it seems like they have another pattern coming out. So they are extremely busy and extremely talented. But they are co-hosts with us, and we're super glad to have them with us. The rules are basically the same, except no whips that were started prior to January 1st. Everything had to be started January 1st or later. Let's see here. I already said most of this stuff. Featured patterns, any Franciscan Gypsy Designs patterns, my shawl, any Cozy Up Knits patterns. Those are all featured. The yarns, my yarn, okay, is the featured yarn. And that will be, all those are 2 chances at a prize for the FO. And if you put my yarn with any of their patterns, that's 3 chances at a prize. It's pretty, I can't think of the word. I lost it.
Self-explanatory.
Yeah, that works, but that's not what I was going to say. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about.
I wasn't actually listening to you.
You never do. Okay. PHN Ready Set Go 2020 on Instagram for us. That's hashtag. And then hashtag Cozy Up Knits Ready Set Go Mal for Cozy Up Knits. Okay? And I showed you yarn at the beginning of the month. We have 3 or 4 prizes for that, so that'll be fun. And thank you to Fiber Hermit, who told me about PayPal shipping. Apparently we can do. She does it for private as well, so I have to see how that works.
I have a business account and have had for a while. If it turns out that we do need one to do that.
That's awesome. So it still might take a little while because I have to coordinate with Talia, but it won't take as long as if I had to go out to the post office.
Yeah.
So that's good. Thank you, Fiber Hermit. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Okay. The other along is the PHN Charity Cal Lao 2019, and that goes all year long, okay? And the rules are basically the same, except it runs all year. All charity projects will be accepted, but baby items will be eligible for 2 chances at a prize for the FO, as will the Hat Not Hate. That's what it is, right? Hat Not Hate, those for that initiative. Those will be...
And that's a Lion Brand initiative.
Yes, that's a Lion Brand initiative, and I think it was Donna on Gabbing Grammy who said that she went into that a little bit, and there are other people who are doing that as well. So check that out to see the whatever that goes into. We're just interested in supporting it. We don't care what you do with them. If you go to Lion Brand or whatever you do with it, charity, whatever you do with it. But if it's Blue Hat Not Hate, that's 2 chances at a prize as well, because we think it's very, very important that we spread that around.
Yeah.
Let's see. That's okay. Okay. I showed the prizes last time, at the same time I showed the PHN Ready Set Go, so I'm not going to worry about that. Any FOs in Franciscan Gypsy Designs, Lady Vertical Creations yarn, or my shawl pattern, and any Laura concert pattern for charity will be eligible for 2 chances at a prize, as will anything in my yarn. Well, I said my yarn. Also Laura's yarn. That's Lollipop Girl yarns, okay? So those are all 2 chances at a prize, and as always, if you marry the featured yarn, my yarn or Laura's, with the featured patterns, mine, Talia's, or Laura's, 3 chances at a prize for the finished object, okay? And the prize for this quarter, Looney Hiker, who's Pat, has very generously donated one of her patterns for the prize for this long. And that you can find her patterns on Lovecrafts and on Etsy, I believe. Oh, Ravelry. I'm sorry. Lovecrafts and Ravelry. So they're there. You can take a look at them. We're very excited to have that. And then we have a physical prize, which is a knit baby book. Okay.
Yes.
So that's for the first quarter. All right. All right. Let's see here. All right. I guess that's it for that, unless you have something.
I do want to make a quick note. We had done a test live stream. We needed it for something else.
Some people caught us, which was
Some
really
people
funny.
caught us and expressed an interest in further live streams. We are considering it. I have been informed by the mom that is not a good option for the podcast.
No, because you see how much we waffle as it is. If we sat there doing a test that was supposed to take 2 minutes, and it ended up topping out at about 7 minutes because we talk to you guys more live stream. I talk to you now, but we talk to you and you respond. So if we do a live feed like this for our podcast, we will just go on forever. So no, not the podcast, but every once in a while a random thing might pop up where we do a
It
live
might
stream.
be both of us. It might be me.
It might be me if I can figure it out. It won't be on her channel.
Yeah, that's
but,
the only thing is it won't be on my channel. And
I would post it. I'm still figuring out how to do live stream.
and that's the only problem is not all our subscribers will get that.
Right. Well, I would put it somewhere. Hey, I'm live streaming in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
But, yeah, because I don't know how to attach mom to the channel so she
Right.
can have access as well. Because it's pretty much,
It's pretty proprietary. So.
yeah, and I've had control because it's attached to your email.
And I'm not worried about it. So that's if I do something like that, I don't know if I'd have anything to say. If I do something like that, it will probably be, very far and few between, because I just have to tell you when it's done at this point. If I do it, because I don't do a lot of designing at this point. So unless I just feel like now what you may hear from me every once in a while is a Zoom meeting, a knit along type of thing.
Yeah, that's a lot more your thing than mine.
I wouldn't say a lot. It's not something I would do all the time, but it might be something that pops up occasionally if I can figure out how to do it. So because I try to make Laura's and I always miss it because the Instagram, when I see it, I don't know what it is with Instagram. It doesn't timestamp it or whatever, and I can't tell if it's
Oh, it could have been like 2 weeks ago.
yeah, it could have been whenever. So I can't, and a lot of times they're late. So I would do it at a time that's good for me, and then if anyone can make it, that's great, and they can't make it, that's great. Patty, I'm looking at you.
So, I mean, that might pop up for mom, and I know that several people might be interested in that because then everyone could see each other and say, hey. So
I would love to see some of you, all of you, but I don't know if the Zoom can handle all of us. But
Zoom can handle quite a bit. Tony and I were looking at it, and I think it was up to 100, but I'm not sure if that's the paid version.
that might be the paid version. Yeah,
That might be the paid version.
I think the non-paid takes a little bit less.
but, I mean, we're not going to get anywhere near that.
No, I'd be surprised. And it's a safe place. It will be a place where, you have to have the room number and. Yeah,
Well, we post in the PHN group.
Yeah. Or I might send a private message to people, I think. Because if I put it on Instagram with the number on it, then, it kind of defeats the purpose.
Well, that's
of
why I
having a
said
safe
the
place.
PHN group.
Well, they might not see it,
True.
So that I'm not saying that will happen anytime in the near future.
Well, what you
but
can do in the PHN group, there's a way to message
That's right.
everybody
That's right.
in the group,
Yeah.
and it goes to their email box.
Okay, that'll work, yeah.
And then it's like you're private messaging people, but you don't have to pick and choose. You're
Yeah.
private messaging everyone
Yeah, in the group.
in the group. Did you like that?
Okay, so now
I
that
showed
we
it
have
didn't like that.
the weather, it's very weathery over here today. All right, now that we've done that.
Okay, so that leads us on to projects. I have 4.
Okay, I have 5. Let me get a little tea, please.
But yeah, I wanted to bring up the live stream.
I have to let you guys. We could have done it at the end, but
Well, I was afraid I'd forget.
yeah, which is entirely possible.
Because that's usually when I start.
Yeah. I have to admit that I didn't feel like doing much of anything except for the one thing that I've been doing, and that wasn't knitting. So, but I did get some done. So let me show you. What I got done was just a little bit on the things I worked on. For a long time, I didn't have anything.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. I'm trying to find. Okay. In my, yes, it's still in here, my Kiki Boo bags, Holiday Owls bag, is my Cherry Bomb Preemie Hat project. No pattern or designer. I'm just using Knit Pit's Brava worsted in red and a Cindy Wood loom that Laura Concert very generously gave me because she spoils me. So that's what I did. I actually did a fair amount of work on this. I think I did maybe, I don't know, I pulled it out a few times because I was off my medicine for about a week.
Pain medicine.
Pain medicine. For about a week because there was problems with logistics getting I got to my doctor for it just before, or my provider just before all this stuff hit the fan.
Mm-hmm.
And she had to give me a physical script because the provider of my medicine isn't in her computer system.
Mm-hmm.
So I ended up mailing it out, and then
In the future, I wonder if maybe she can call a verbal.
I don't know, I hope so. So anyway, I was about a week or so without my medicine, and I was in a lot of pain. I couldn't do much of anything, and this is the thing I would pick up. So I did about maybe 6 or 8.
All a part of
rows.
its master plan.
Yeah, so that's that. It's coming along. I think I'm kind of bored with my projects right now. Maybe I need to start something new.
Thank you.
Huh?
One of your projects is one of my designs.
Yeah, but yours is one of my new ones. And I said, some of my projects.
No. It's okay.
You're going to get the full martyr. As in a certain person that we both know and love. Sort of.
But let me bring up my show notes. So this is my only one I can actually show you. Everything else is a design. And I literally only worked on this so I'd have something to physically show you.
Instead of bag.
Right, because otherwise it would have been like, this is a bag. This is another bag. This is another bag. These are all designs. You can't see them right now.
This bag is by so-and-so.
Right, it would have been a bag show. So I figured you want to see at least one project. So I worked on this for like 2 rows.
Oh, is that what I think it is? Yeah.
Yeah, this is in my Silver Shed USA Autumn Leaves bag. It is Bread Warmer by Corinne DeMeller Lawrence. And it's worked in Knit Picks Cotland in colorways I can't speak. Raindrop and Swan. Waindwap, guys.
Waindwap. Wabbit.
So,
it's wabbit season.
I'm actually in the middle of a row, but I mean, it's not very exciting right now.
It's very pretty though. I like the stitch.
Seed stitch?
Yeah.
You mean that thing that you hate working?
I don't like working it, but I like the way it looks. I like the way it feels.
Oh, I really do like the way it feels. It's very It's nice and stretchy too.
Is it?
You pull it.
Oh yeah.
It's very stretchy.
Sure is. It's got good stretch diagonally.
Well, it has good stretch side to side.
Horizontal, yeah.
It's almost as good as ribbing.
Almost, yeah.
Which is what I was discussing about that one thing.
Right, right.
So sorry to be vague. It was design stuff that's deep, dark secrets.
Deep, the abyss, deep.
So yeah, this didn't get very much work. Right now it's getting work because it's one thing that I can risk you seeing.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay, in my Silver Shed USA Owls bag, my Archimedes Owl bag, by Silver Shed USA and Davina in partnership. I love this bag. Davina's a great artist, and Anne is a great bag maker. I think I only did a row of this. Yeah, and I started the next row on it. See, so you can see now the second color really well now. Can you see that?
I think so, yeah.
I'm a little off to where I usually am.
There we go.
Okay. So, and this is not Brava. This is Miss Babs. All the colorways. No, 2 of the colorways are Miss Babs, and this one is Malabrigo, I think. This gold. It's I don't know. I don't have it down here. I think it's Malabrigo.
I think it is Malib.
Like antique gold or something like that.
It's either, it might be Mad Tosh.
No, because I have 2 of them. It is Malabrigo.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't see it very well through the glasses.
I think
so.
it's antique gold. And then
I think you could be right.
The other 2 are Mad Tosh. I mean, not Mad Tosh. Miss Babs. And I don't know the colors. I'd have to go look, and I'm too lazy to go look. So there. And this one kind of got put on hold when I started the blue one. Mm-hmm. But it will get finished because there's no rush on it. You're here.
Right. Exactly. So my next one is something I can't show you, but
See a pretty bag?
you get to see a pretty bag. In my Silver Shed USA books bag is a design.
Is it a book?
No, this is a cow, and that's all I can say about that.
That's all she can say about that.
Pretty sure it's a cow. Yeah, that's exactly what that is.
Cool.
So
Excellent mundo.
this needs to get more work on it because I think if I focused on it, I can get it done really quickly. Because it's a cow. Cows don't take that much time.
Is it in the round or seamed, or you don't want to say it? Don't say anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Act casual.
Act casual. Say nothing.
Yes.
What does that say?
Say nothing at casual. That's the penguins from Madagascar.
Yes, Madagascar.
Say nothing at casual.
Yes. I got it mixed up. Inverted. Mixed up the order. Mixed up where they were buried.
Are you Data now?
No, that's Mummy.
Oh.
When they were looking for the...
Okay, you see, it sounded almost like you were trying to run through, like, definitions. Like Data will, where he'll run through, like, synonyms.
She was running along, her fingers along that big slab in the museum or whatever they were at, and...
Yeah, I know what
mixed
scene
up
you're
the
talking
order.
about.
They, you know,
Yeah. They changed where they were. They said one versus the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. But it did sound for a second like you were trying to do Data.
I wasn't even remotely.
But it sounded like it.
No.
Because, you know, someone will say something and
The
Data
inflection, the inflection was exactly like Evie's. I mean, it sounded like Evie.
You didn't.
But the inflection was there. I don't do impersonations. But this is my Silver Shed USA Tootsie Pop Owls bag, and this is also a scrap shawl by Anastasia Zattel, which I neglected to say for the other one. But this one is in Dragonfly Fibers. Did you see the notification from Dragonfly Fibers? They got their Bugga base back in.
No, I didn't.
Yeah. Anyway,
The other worsted?
apparently it's a sport.
Travelers this...
I thought so. It was really weird because they said it was like 300 or 400 yards of sport weight. And I said that doesn't sound right unless I don't know. I have to go back and look at the
Because
email.
there's Traveler, Traveler might be DK.
But Bugga, they might.
But there
have,
was another one. There's Traveler, there's something... Not Bugga.
Yeah, they have a couple of different bases though for different.
Right, it might be a different combination.
It was a newer one if I remember correctly, and I have.
Because I've never used Bugga, but also I tend to go to Traveler.
Yeah, I have Traveler. I have a lot of Traveler and Damsel.
Damsel was one I was trying to remember. That's one of them is Sport, one of them is DK, and then there's a worsted one that she started right before.
That was
but it wasn't Bugga.
no. What was it? Was I had some of that too, I think.
I had very little of it because I don't usually use it.
I can't remember the name of it is, but anyway, this one I've started on the border for this. So, and I think I might do. I thought I might be able to finish this, and then I stopped putting a lot of effort into it when I realized I didn't want to just do one repeat of the border. So, this is the shawl. Oh, I really like this.
It's you like things a lot airier than I do.
It makes
it's
me
too see-through for me.
It makes me happy, and it's not mine. Oh, it makes me really happy. And the yarn is all Dragonfly Fibers. It's the Numeria colorway and the Vote colorway. And I got the yarn last voting season, I think it was. The yarn is, it's been in my stash for a while. And I had started something else with it and ripped it out. I really like what it's doing with this.
Well, sometimes you have to find the right project for the right yarn.
Well, it's funny because I had stopped doing crocheting for a while because my hands couldn't handle it. And
I think crochet is always going to be your first love.
it's just, I can finish things in crochet faster. It's just,
Well, also seem more comfortable in crochet.
and I do like to knit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you do.
know.
But
I dropped Tunisian crochet once I learned to knit because
Yeah.
I've tried Tunisian crocheting a couple times and it doesn't make sense to me. Mm-hmm. It's like it's too much work to do, you know. I don't know. And maybe I'll try it someday, but I got rid of all my Tunisian crochet stuff, basically. Mm-hmm. Okay.
okay, so next for me, this is the one I've really been working on.
Mm-hmm.
I've done a lot of work on this. It's just
Every
reminded.
time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings.
So in my Victorian Studio Birdie's bag,
That's a really nice bag.
it is, and it's soft.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I hit my pen in here. Hold on. I don't want to have red on the inside of my
Bag.
bag. There we go. So, can't show it to you. This got a ton of work done on it.
And it's pretty.
I finished it, then I didn't like how something looked on it. So I rewrote it.
And it looks prettier.
And I really like the way it looks now. It's a 2-object pattern. So I just need to finish the second object. And yeah,
That's all she's going to say about that before she starts giving you hints.
yes. This is very exciting.
I'm excited about it. Yay.
Knees.
Okay. In my Mama C Googly Eyes Snap Owl bag. I love this bag. Christina has no idea how happy she made me when I got this in the mail. I asked Talia, I probably squealed.
I have no recollection.
Owl bag. I love this. I have 2 owl bags from Christina because she spoils me. Okay, this is my blueberry dishcloth potholder project from the Easy Beginner's Round dishcloth pattern by Bonnie Barker, Bonnie Bay Crochet, and this I think it was Rena who got me started on these. Mm-hmm. And I did a round of this yesterday or the day before yesterday when I was watching a podcast, I think. And I'm really close to finishing this one. And these don't take very long at all. I mean, I was probably about, can you see where my finger is? Let me use the hook here. I was probably about this far yesterday. So I worked it up really fast. I just hadn't picked it up in a long time.
Right.
And I did like a round just to finish that round off. I think I'm like 2 rounds or 3 rounds away from finishing this. So hopefully this will be a finished object
Next week.
next week, and I can start another one. 'Cause I like this pattern for dishcloths. Mm-hmm. It's fun. I think the reason I don't mind this one is it's not square.
That's funny.
It reminds me of making a toy.
Okay.
So
I can see that.
So
And you like making toys.
and I like making toys. So, and that's not to say I don't like square.
No, but
patterns.
it's a way to fool your brain.
Yeah, and this one makes me happy. So
And sometimes you need to be able to fool your brain. Mm-hmm. Okay, so this one's very special. The pattern's special enough, but it's more special because of what it's in. After we finished the last podcast, we went to got the mail. And I got a package from Silvershed USA, which was mildly concerning because I didn't remember ordering anything from Silvershed USA.
And I didn't order anything.
So, and it definitely had my name on it, so I was a little bit concerned about what I had done.
It was funny.
But I opened it and there was a lovely note inside and a lovely bag. And the note said something to the effect of, you kept saying that you wanted this for your ornament. Here it is.
And it was sweet.
And it was from Brittany.
That's B-Wing.
So look,
Isn't that gorgeous?
at that.
I love it.
Because you know, guys, that I've been saying for weeks now, well, eventually I will get a Silvershed USA bag just for my Christmas ornaments that's Christmassy, kind of like I have a Christmas one for my stocking.
Isn't that... Brittany is amazing. You guys are amazing.
Because you remember last week, guys, what a rough week I had prior to that.
Look at the kind of sparkle. It's not sparkling
And-
the sparkle.
Yeah, this came at the perfect time. Made me so happy. Yeah, makes me want to tear up just thinking about it.
It was the sweetest thing.
So I had to work on the ornament design in here just for an extra excuse
To show it.
to show off the bag. And this will always have an ornament living in it.
It was the sweetest thing. Thank you, Brittany.
So thank you so much, Brittany. Completely unexpected.
That's just
I'm
gorgeous.
so overwhelmed. It's perfect. I mean, that's definitely my ornament bag.
It's just, just the ornament. It's a perfect choice.
It is. It is. Because I had a bunch of bags that I sat there and I favorited and like, oh, eventually I'll pick up something. But this is amazing. It's so special. So yes, I have an ornament pattern in here.
Yay.
I'm actually about halfway through it. So
Yay. That's awesome. Very nice.
there we go. So thank you so much.
Okay, I can't show you what's in here because it's one of Taya's designs. I think I did maybe a row on this. Because, like I said, my mojo was kind of not doing its thing.
Right.
And I had other things I was doing. I love this pattern. I just haven't had, had a chance. That's why I'm an honorary tester. So,
Right.
Okay. Okay.
And that leads us on to FOs.
I have none.
And I do have one. And it's going
Oh,
to
that's right.
eventually go into, well, it does go into shop news to some extent. But I finished the design in progress. And actually, I think I will wait to show it until shop news because it goes right into shop news.
And this is the one I'm testing, which
Yes.
is why I can't show it.
I did finish a design. I'm going to show it in design news because I feel like that's a more appropriate place because usually when I talk about design that I finish, then we have to talk about testers and blah, blah, blah. It's going to have to be in its section.
Right. That's why I named it.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, that's why I named it.
That's so sad.
Yeah. Okay, and I'll tell the name next time we do it.
Yeah.
All right, so no FOs to show. I don't have any royalties, do you?
I showed mine, so it goes on Etsy shop.
Okay, Etsy shop. All right, guys, I know I said I was going to update the shop. I have been too busy to take pictures because this is what I have to put in the shop. Okay?
Oh my gosh.
Now, you saw most of it already, so I'm just going to show you the new stuff. Let me get it out. Everybody who pre-ordered, your yarn is done. Okay? I just have to take pictures. Actually, I won't take pictures of yours. I'll put it up in the shop with a custom on it. And you guys can purchase it that way.
So that way people won't accidentally pick up yours because they decided
Right.
they like the yarn.
These-
Although apparently Etsy has a setting.
I put custom on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I
put-
wasn't aware of such a setting because I never had anything that needed custom before.
Now, these are 4 out of the 5. The 5th one that the person ordered was shown already, and I have to pull it. But these are going out like this. Now, the person who ordered might see the potential. I need to talk to you about Don't Worry, Be Happy, because I have 2 different versions of it, and I want to know if you want the darker one or the lighter one, okay? The darker one has more kind of like a purple pink, and the lighter one has a magenta pink, okay? So you know who you are. Let me know if you want the
Wasn't that someone's Rav name?
what?
You know who you are.
Yes.
Okay.
I wish she had followed us. She was sweet. So this is the darker one, and let me see if I can pull the lighter one. The lighter one has not been reskeined yet, but it's got more of a magenta to it, and I'll show you that in a little bit. So anyway, the person who bought my See the Potential and Don't Worry, Be Happy. Let me know if you want the one that's more pink or the one that's got kind of a purpley pink on it.
I have a feeling she wants purpley pink.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see if she proves me wrong.
Because it's not Patty. It's
Oh, it's not. Okay, never mind then.
No, Patty wanted these 2.
Oh, okay.
along with something else.
I just assumed it was padding.
Okay, the other things the ones I just dyed up, now these have not been reskeined, okay? This is more of the Don't Worry, Be Happy, okay? And this is this is my DK Stardust, and you can see that this is lighter. Shush. This is lighter than,
Ow! Hitting in the head.
this is
Fusion surgery.
yarn.
Ah.
This is the lighter one of the Don't Worry, Be Happy. This is DK Sparkle, and I have 2 of these. I have to reskein them, and they will go in the shop.
Da, 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 da,
Would you
da.
stop?
Don't worry. Be
Are you quite finished?
happy.
Are you quite finished?
Uh-huh.
You're an oboe head. Anyway, so these will go in the shop as soon as I reskein them. Be careful, Taya.
Yeah, I used to like doing that movement. Can't anymore.
Here's 2 more of Foon in the Woman Cave. Now, something about Foon in the Woman Cave and Don't Worry, Be Happy. These skeins, because of the way they're dyed,
Is that it? Right? Okay, I just want to take a better look at the colors. Okay, cool.
because of the way they're dyed, anything that is dyed this way, Don't Worry, Be Happy, Foon in the Woman Cave, some of the others that I dye the same way, they are the same colorways, but they could be potentially different, okay? You might have more of one color than another. So, you know, just so you, like this one has more green, this one has more yellow, and they were dyed together, okay?
I like the
So-
fact that it has more yellow.
Yeah. So just so you know, it's not dyed the same way. I changed my dye process from this to this, okay? And
Fun was taking a nap. He didn't appreciate being yanked off his nap.
And that's Foon. That's
Yeah.
I did this yarn for him, for that collaboration with Talia.
Yeah.
Okay, and then these are worsted, and this is Moon Shadow. Okay, now
Been walking on a moon shadow. Moon shadow, moon shadow.
anyway, so this is Moon Shadow, and it has nothing to do with Moon Shadow except that I couldn't think of a name, and I was washing it out, rinsing it out, and everything, and I was singing this. So this is called
that
Moon
Cat
Shadow.
Stevens'
It
voice?
is. This is a worsted, so I have 2 skeins of worsted. This would be great for hats or mitts. Let me show you what it looks like. And I think I can redo this. I just have to write up my recipe a little more clearly. This was a surprise the way it turned out. Can you see this one, because of, I don't know how it happened, and I don't know if it'll happen again. This one's
Oh yeah, this
speckled.
one turned out very nice.
This speckled. I don't know why it's speckled.
I think it works as moon shadow, Mom.
I do too. So this is Moon Shadow.
It's a good thing you weren't singing like something like Funky Town or something.
Funky Town. Davina would love that.
But it's definitely not Funky Town.
Now I
Whereas
have-
at least it looks like Moon Shadow.
Now I have to do
Funky Town.
Funky Town.
That would be like,
Bright.
but it would be like almost jarring.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It has to be.
So I have 2 of these, and they're worsted. These 2 are worsted. So that's that. And this, Davina absolutely loves this. This is, I've got 2 fingering
You
socks.
know, Moon Shadow would be pretty, and you know what?
Yeah, I was asking you about that.
Were you? I
Yeah.
can't remember.
I have to
Is
figure
it
out.
repeatable?
I think so, but maybe not with the speckles.
But still.
Yeah. I have it written down, so we'll see.
So I think that could be pretty.
Yeah. This is, Davina loved this. My husband liked this. I was surprised. I have 2 fingers.
Davina was surprised.
Yeah. Yeah, she said, guys don't like pink.
Of course, that's why she was surprised.
Anyway, this, I have 2 fingering sock and 2 DK, regular DK in this color. And this is called Neon Cotton Candy.
Oh yeah, that works.
This is Neon Cotton Candy.
Makes you think of Davina's love for cotton candy perfume.
Perfect, yeah, perfect for autism awareness.
Yes.
This is the fingering sock. I don't want to open the fingering sock. I'll open the DK. Because, okay. And you can see I have to reskein these as well.
Now I have Moon Shadow in my head.
So this is, it's hard to tell on the screen, but there's a subtle change in the color pink.
It is very. It almost goes into salmon, right? That's what it looks like through my glasses anyway.
It's a pink.
But I mean, it looks like it's a pink with a slight salmon around here. Is that correct? Like I said, I'm looking through sunglasses.
Well,
so green.
You got green. Yeah. So it's definitely pink. It's very bright on one end, and it kind of fades out. But it is two different. You know, there's definitely different pinks in here. You know, I mixed some colors in here. So this is.
Oh yeah, it doesn't look nearly as salmon as it did through the glasses. I guess it's the green tint.
So I have 2 DK in this, and 2 fingering sock. I have to reskein these last 10 or 12 or whatever as I have there, and then I have to start listing things in the shop. But I will list as soon as I get the chance.
You know, Davina's going to want something in that.
She might, but I have fingering sock and I have DK, so I don't know which one. You know, she kept. I love that. I love that. I love that. Yeah, I love you. I mean,
because sometimes that's code for I really want something in that.
Right.
And sometimes it's just she really likes that color and wants to let you know.
Yes.
Sometimes she's harder to read than other times.
Yeah. Sometimes she's very transparent.
Yeah. Although she's usually pretty good about saying I want that.
Mm-hmm. So that I've been a little busy with my yarn dyeing. And I hope to continue, you know, more bright colors, more, you know, I want to make up some more of that, see the potential, which that is also a little darker than I normally do it. My yarns, because they're hand dyed and because of the methods I use, may not be exactly the same as what you've seen before.
Right.
And that's just the nature of it. Any dyer will tell you that it's not going to be exact.
Well, even the bigger indie dyers like Miss Babs. There are huge differences between, I'm thinking of Mad Hatter or the newspaper one. Funny Papers?
Funny Papers, yeah.
There tends to be a difference.
Well, witness the 2 that I pulled out to show you that were not patties. That the 2 Fun. I did them in the same pot.
Yeah.
It's just that they took the dye differently.
Yeah, for whatever reason.
So just keep in mind that, you know,
yarn does what yarn does.
Yarn and dye, they play together differently as the mood hits them. So they're definitely the color that you wanted.
When you're dyeing, you're almost like you are being, not a referee, but you're like...
you're a facilitator.
Oh, I almost think of, what's it called when you have parents who are with kids on like a field trip or whatever.
Chaperoning?
Almost like you're chaperoning them. Making sure they behave themselves. But other than that, you're mostly there. They're going to do what they're going to do.
Right. So that's in my shop. I will be yarn dyeing some more, but it might slow down for a little bit. I've been putting things up on Instagram. As if you follow me on my Lady Fernico Creations Instagram or on Facebook, Lady Fernico Creations on Facebook, you've seen my updates go up. I haven't yet figured out exactly how to repost from my Lady Fernico Creations to my Lady Fernico feed on Instagram.
I need to post something to my Instagram. I'm going to be releasing a pattern soon. So that'll be... Because I haven't posted something in like a week. But part of it, I've been so hardcore designing that I just forgot.
Right.
I've been really focused on designing. Are you done with your shop news?
Yeah, pretty much. Just keep an eye on the shop for the updates, especially the 2 people who pre-ordered. And there will be more autism awareness. Let me say this one thing. There will be autism awareness stuff going up. The coupon code is live. It is for everything, not just
alive.
It's a 10%, because I'm doing free shipping. I can only do a 10% code. So the 10% code, and free shipping is only in the US for $35 or more. The coupon code is for people in our Fun and the Woman Cave home only. So if you want to get the code, you need to join the group and get the code out. It's for everything in the shop, not just the autism awareness. Keep your eyes open for more autism awareness as well. Okay.
Keep your eyes upon me
All right.
and surprised you will be at
Are you Fenny?
What's that from? Keep your eyes upon me and surprised you will be at the It's an old movie.
Yeah. I can't think of it right now.
Um,
Oh, it's gonna
is
bug
it a
me.
Shirley Temple?
No. I don't think so. I can't think of it now. All right.
It's like it's right there.
Who is it that always posts? Is it Ange in the East who always posts the videos? She has a task. Whoever it is
Yeah.
who always posts those videos when we can't think of it, you have a task to find out what that is.
Because
You know who else might know is Patty Wombat of Doom.
Yeah.
She's a musical person.
yeah, because it's like I can almost see the scene.
Yeah, I can. Yeah,
I can hear the music.
I can see it. I can hear it, but I can't see the people who do it.
No, it's almost like it's
silhouette or
it's
something.
right
Yeah.
there, beyond my reach.
Oh shoot! I just had it too. Sugar.
It's an old movie.
Yes, it is. Patty might know because it's a musical. So, Patty.
I don't think it comes from a musical.
No.
Maybe it does. I feel. It's like I have this weird feeling like Katharine Hepburn might be in it.
Katharine Hepburn.
But she's not doing the singing.
I don't think so. I can't think of anything that she was in that had singing in it.
You know, it's like I almost feel like could it be from Philadelphia Story?
No.
Not the little girl?
No, she did. Lydia, oh Lydia.
But she didn't have anything else?
No.
Your eyes upon me, and surprised you will be.
I don't know.
Oh, it's gonna drive me nuts.
Yeah, and now you. Okay, moving on.
Okay, it'll probably come in the middle of my news. Random thought, I was re-noticing my shirt. I don't think they ever expected. They handed out these shirts for grad week when I graduated in 2009 from Franciscan. And when we all got them, we were like, ew, they're orange.
Mm-hmm.
I never anticipated wearing it. Of course, I was actually starting to like orange around that point because a friend was working on me to get me to like orange because they're like, well, you look good in it. You should give it more of a chance. So, I actually do wear the shirt occasionally now. I wonder if anyone else does. Because these were free shirts. They were just like throwing them out.
Could it be? It's from Thank Your Lucky Stars. I think.
Oh, you might be right.
With Eddie Cantor.
You might be right. Hold on. Oh, it's so close.
Well, anyway. Sorry, guys. This we have like this worm in our head now. We can't get rid of it. All right, moving. Let's get on to our stuff here.
Okay, so
Your shop news.
the Little Drummer Boy pattern,
So pretty.
thank you, will be released April 1st on Etsy and hopefully on Lovecrafts. I've been having some issues with Lovecrafts where it claims all my PDF files are too big, even though they've done other PDF files the exact same size. I think it's a bug. I had to send my file to someone last time and have them post it for me.
You might want to. They're very good at Lovecrafts if you do a chat with them.
Well, I talked to somebody there,
Okay, you did.
and she posted it for me, but they're having some sort of issue right now, so it might take a little longer.
And they do.
No, it has nothing to do with volume because it's not a problem getting the pattern up. It's a problem getting the file in there.
Oh, gotcha.
So like,
Okay.
there's some sort of bug that wasn't there before.
Pretty. Okay.
So there's that. And then, whoops, it's not what I was grabbing for. In my head, I'm still running through that
Yeah.
song.
I can almost see. No, was it from James Cagney in Fourth of July?
Yes.
4th of July.
Oh my gosh, yes, you're right. Yankee Doodle Dandy.
Yeah.
And it was when he was a kid.
Yes.
Yes.
The violin. The violin.
Yes.
He was a dance master or violin master.
It was when he was when he got his airs up about being more famous than his father.
Yeah, just because that was what he
That's
did.
what it was. Oh my gosh, yes.
Am I good or am I good?
Yes, that was it.
Can I see the little Irish?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And you're right, it was a kid.
Yeah.
You're correct.
Tap dancing and
Yankee Doodle Dandy, the young character
of Cohen.
of Cohen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we can go on.
Now we can think about other things.
I just have to go through my list of things.
Because it was playing in my head.
Yeah.
Oh. Should deserve a drink of tea.
Any
That's a lot more mainstream than the things we were thinking of.
Uh-huh. But for some reason, I jumped from Thank Your Lucky Stars to that. I think because it got me into the mood of vaudeville.
Well, and you know what also is, it was very patriotic, and the whole reason Thank Your Lucky Stars was made was a patriotic reason. They were trying to raise money for World War
War
II.
bonds or World War II, something, yeah.
Yeah, so that's why they got all the big artists together. It didn't really even have a plot. The whole point was we need to raise money for the war.
Yeah.
That's why you had people like
Humphrey Bogart.
Humphrey Bogart making a short little cameo.
Because it was so funny because he couldn't
Oh, it was
he
funny.
couldn't make it because he had, I think he was doing Sierra Madre.
I think he was doing Treasure Sierra Madre.
and so he walks in and he's talking to Cuddles.
Yeah.
I always call him Cuddles. He's got the knock, knock, knock. Anyway, he's talking to him and
German guy. He plays a chef in something with
with Barbara Stanwyck.
was he Cuddles in Casablanca? Is that what you call
No,
him?
that's not. No, that's his name.
Oh, is it really?
It's his nickname.
That is
It's his nickname.
awesome.
In this movie, Diana, what's her name? The singer, Diana.
Oh,
Is it Diana?
Dinah Shore.
She does this to him.
Yes.
So, but anyway, Bogart is talking to him about the note, and this lovable, jolly old man gives him the riot act, and Bogey's like, "Wow, I hope none of my friends saw this. Ken saw this." Yeah, it's a really
it's a
obscure.
little short cameo.
It's an obscure movie, but if you ever get the chance to see it, Thank Your Lucky Stars.
Thank you, Lucky Star. It's kind
great.
of in the same feel. I like it better than, but it's kind of in the same feel of a James Cagney movie. It wasn't from the James Cagney's. James Cagney's was just odd. It was the one with his sister.
Oh yeah, I like that one a lot.
Oh,
They're all sitting in a bar.
It's a bar. What's
And,
the name of it?
That had happened one night. Something about one.
No.
We'll tell you later.
It's because for that one, the one we always repeat. I'm a comedian, but nobody laughs.
Yes. Yeah, my ear hurts. My ear hurts.
Anyway, sorry. That one's a really random one.
Yeah, we tend to like a little bit off the wall things.
And that's a James Cagney movie around the time period that he started his own company.
It was a
because no one would let him do anything but the tough guy roles, and he wanted something different.
I mean, a lot of them did that. Betty Davis, Humphrey Bogart,
yeah.
Cagney.
But Cagney's went a little more off the wall. Well, he did something weird like that one.
I love that. That's a raw.
It's not quite as good as Thank You Lucky Stars.
It's very good. I like it. It's got more subtle character development in it. I really like it.
Well, because it's all in. You never leave the bar. I don't think you ever leave the bar.
No. Everything takes place in the bar. Characters leave the bar.
Characters will leave the bar. I don't think
but-
James Cagney ever leaves the
No,
bar.
he stays.
He's rooted there. He might as well be a piece of furniture.
He and the bartender. The bartender leave? He left once, the bartender, for something because he wasn't there with the thing where that nasty guy was after the girl and
Okay.
all that happened. He wasn't there. So
You mean Katie Duvall?
you dentist.
Sorry, that's really unfair. Okay, we need to find out what the name of this is. So people aren't like, what the heck? It's a weird, random movie.
I like it a lot.
Let's see, James Cagney.
Time of Your Life?
Maybe? It might be Time of Your Life. Wow, you're on a roll. It might be right. Let's see. Yeah, it has a picture of his sister on it. Yep, that's exactly what it is. Time of Your Life. Good job, Mom, because look at that picture. That's totally them.
Yep, that's them.
And that's him at the bar. Because the guy...
They have a big sign that says, "Be yourself" or "Come as you are," or something like that. At the end of the movie, he tears it up.
It's just a random movie. If you just like weird little character sketches, because that's really...
It's really off the wall.
It's really off the wall. It's not... It doesn't have the same purpose something like Thank Your Lucky Stars does, where you see like stars in and out. You see Errol Flynn doing a dance number
And singing.
and singing. Actually, his song is fun.
It is. Oh, the one that was fun was
I'm going north. That's with...
Okay, you know what? This is not a movie channel.
Really quickly. Gilligan.
Skipper, not Gilligan.
Skipper. But it was Skipper's
Alan,
dad?
it was Alan Hale Senior.
Because Alan Hale Jr., Alan Hale
And
Sr.
Jack
are like
Carson.
replaceable.
Yeah. It was Alan Hale Senior and Jack
It was
Carr.
Jack Carson?
Carson. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, from Strawberry Blonde.
You see, I think of him from...
Cat on Hot Tin Roof.
No, I think of him from Arsenic and Old Lace.
Yes.
As the young cop.
Yes.
Who
We're not
who's
supposed
so
to be
oblivious.
We're not supposed to be waffling on this right now. We've done a 10,
sorry.
15-minute waffle
On old movies.
on old movies.
But you know
can
what?
tell we like old movies.
Go to the old movies.
Yep.
Pick out the names that made sense to you. Somebody there likes the same movies we do. I think
Patty.
we're pretty eclectic.
Yeah, we like a lot of things.
But
Because we do superheroes and all that, but we're not going to do that now. We're going to go to your shop. Go to your shop. I
We-
thought, we're going to get here under an hour. Ha!
James Cagney's fault. Keep your eyes upon me.
Surprised you will be.
Okay. So, back on track. My shop news, because somehow my shop news became old movie time. This pattern will be released April 1st. Little Drummer Boy.
New patterns in old movies.
Okay, write it down. I'm not going to remember. At least people will have a heads up so that they can prepare themselves, get their pens ready if they like old movies.
Yes.
There is a new pattern in testing. 3 of you have already gotten in. Mom is honorary. I do have 1 slot open. It is going to be released April 21st. You can see the information in the Foot of the Woman Cave. Actually, that's even more of a incentive to kind of keep an eye on the Woman Cave, because I will post tests there. Not necessarily with much warning. Like, this got finished in between podcasts.
I think I'm going to email Vonnie again and see if she can come. I miss her. She was very busy with her master's course.
Right.
And I want to say, hey, there's no obligation, but if you want to join us, you don't have to leave Ravelry. Just join us, and I miss her. She's.
I mean, I know not everyone can feel it's, like when you get a little stressed when you have too much.
When you have
it might
too much.
be that.
So if you don't see her, it's not because anything bad. It's just I want to give her the opportunity if she's able to. I miss her.
Because we do notice when you guys are gone.
We do. We really do.
Okay, so this is Winging It Baby Blanket. It looks really small. This is the smallest size. This is what's called the security blanket size. There are, I think there's 4 sizes.
It's like security,
There's security.
baby.
No,
crib.
baby's not the size. There's like security, there's crib, there's stroller, and then I have 1 more that I can't remember right now.
That's not the baby.
There's no size called baby.
Okay.
Um,
Security, crib, stroller. Wasn't there one that you could drag around like a?
this is security.
Okay, so security. All right, I can't remember what the 4th one is.
Hold on, let me pull it up because
They're pretty.
Because I mean, I went
Common
and I
sizes.
looked up I looked up sizes, and I had to adjust it based on my gauge and
what
my
you were making and stuff.
yeah. Let's see. Security, stroller, receiving,
That's it. Yeah.
crib.
Okay.
I knew that I had.
I knew there was a 4th one. I couldn't think of what it was.
So this is currently in testing.
Isn't that pretty? That's the one I'm working on.
I worked the smallest size because I really wanted to just get a picture for the for the pattern. I do have the original one that I was working on that's still on the needles, because originally it was only 1 size, and then I did gauge swatch and I added more sizes. So very simple pattern, as you can see, but every once in a while it's nice to have a simple pattern. Especially since I tend to, I mean, let's face it, I don't tend to design simple.
That's why I don't test a lot for her right
I
now.
mean, even for crochet, I don't think, they were simple, but they weren't
I think they were simple.
But a lot of people, I felt, were intimidated by the eyes.
Yeah, the eyes never bothered me.
But yes. There's 1 more testing slot available for this. Go and check it out
If you feel that.
if you feel called to, or check it out and then just ignore it if you, or say, whoops, this isn't for me right now. Maybe the time limit's too much for you. But it's just a nice little knit. And this was all I could work on when I was having a lot of light sensitivity.
Hey, Kim, even if you don't test, VT Kimmy Kim, even if you don't test, this might be something that you can do for your preemies.
Right. At least the the smallest size, security blanket size. Because when I laid the baby doll across it, it's about as tall as a baby doll. And I have the estimated lengths based on my gauge. For each size. Estimated lengths and widths. So, there you go.
And gauge probably isn't overly...
No, it's not a huge issue.
It just means that you might need more or less yarn.
Right, and also that it'll be a different size.
Mm-hmm.
I used gauge because I needed something to base my measurements on, so I could have multiple sizes and multiple cast-ons. Because not everyone's going to want to do a big blanket. A lot of people probably want to do the first or second size.
I'm doing the first size simply because I don't like seed stitch.
Yeah.
But I like the
But
way
you're
it's
getting
coming
more
out.
comfortable with that,
Yeah,
right?
I am.
I
I don't know if I'd do a whole thing with it, but... You know.
I like the feel of seed
I love the
stitch.
texture.
And I'm hoping eventually, if she keeps doing stuff with me, she'll get used to seed stitch. Because unfortunately for her, I really like seed stitch. I like the look of it. I like the feel of it. So it means that if she wants to do any of my stuff, she's going to be exposed to seed stitch. But there you go. That was a clap that probably was noisy and annoying. But
Is that all for your shop?
Mm-hmm.
I want to... I didn't mention the charity at the beginning. I meant to do it during the charity along, but I got kind of on a roll. We are still accepting whatever you feel like you want to send to us for the pregnancy center and Evan's home.
Mm-hmm.
Evan's home might have to be held on to for a little bit till I can get in touch with Laura to see how we're doing that. That's Knitter's Magic. To see how that's going to work. Maybe she can give me an address or whatever.
and this will be good for charity.
Yeah, that would be good for charity.
Um,
You do that for a charity long, that pattern, that gets 2 chances.
Yeah,
'Cause it's
and
basic.
it's not going to be long until it's released. Like I said, April 21st is the planned date, because I don't anticipate everyone being able to finish this who is a tester. I just want them to be able to read over the pattern, get the feel of it, give me an idea. If they can finish it, that'd be amazing, but I also know it's a blanket. Asking anyone to finish a blanket even a baby blanket, in a certain amount of time is a little unrealistic.
Unless it's a bulky weight or something.
Right.
But that's a worsted, isn't it?
This is a worsted, but it's a
Baby worsted.
baby worsted. It's that Lion brand.
Kind of a heavy DK.
Yeah, it's a baby Lion brand one.
Yeah.
The Pound of Love.
Pound of Love, okay. But anyway, the what I was saying about the charity is we're still accepting stuff. Kim is still accepting stuff, I believe. Brittany's still accepting stuff. So you have all those options available to you if you don't want to give to your own area. I know that right now people aren't going out.
Yeah.
So, you know,
And I know a lot of people are turning their focus toward making the masks.
right.
And, things like that.
that's
And
absolutely fine.
That's absolutely fine. I
That-
just figured,
In fact, for those of you who are making masks, that is acceptable in the charity along.
even though those are sewn,
So
that is...
sewn masks, also the mask that Donna has put up for crocheted masks. If you're making masks
to cover
if you're making any kind of medical for the coronavirus, I don't care if we don't care if it's sewn, if it's knitted, if it's crocheted, that goes in the charity. That's 2 chances at a prize, okay? Because we need to
Because I
work
know
together for
Patty
this.
got a bunch of fabric for that.
Yeah, she has
Because
it.
we don't have the sewing
I don't do
capability.
Sewing. I don't do sewing. So
the most I do for sewing is I seam something up the side.
yeah,
And even then, it doesn't look the best.
no, this is the only sewing we will ever be doing.
Yes.
So if you are doing, and maybe I should put a note in there, but if you are doing anything that is related to masks, gowns, they're looking for gowns. If you're doing...
Contact your local hospital, see what they need.
Right. If they need stuff, and you say, we're doing this for the coronavirus, if it's sewn, knitted, crocheted, loom knit, whatever it is, 2 chances at a prize for the finished object in the charity along.
Yeah.
Okay? As long as the coronavirus is going on.
Yeah.
Okay? We want to encourage that, and, you know, there's too many lives at stake not to.
Yeah.
So just, you know,
that's a good idea. So yeah, and we're going to try not to focus too much. We focused on it a lot last week, and we're going to try not to, because I'm sure people want to get away from it, but
And we're knitting and crocheting.
and we're name crocheting podcast,
Kind of.
kind of. I'm like, we spent a long time waffling about tea, and then we waffled forever about old movies. So I think,
We're pretty eclectic. The
or
majority.
as we were told this morning for morning prayer, we're like The View.
Yeah,
Ouch.
ouch. Okay. That's neither here nor there.
If you're a fan of that most of my dislike from them comes from when they had that thing that they said
About nurses.
about nurses, about what's she doing wearing a doctor's stethoscope. When remember that nurse who was on, I guess she was like Miss America or something. It was a big deal in the nursing community. We were all like, what?
So yeah, we didn't like that very much.
So, but, yeah, we're not The View.
Yeah, that's all we're going to say about that.
That's all we're going to say about that.
Okay. Reading and such. I'm still reading the Quadrille series. It's slowed down a little bit. I'm still on book 4. Mm-hmm. And I'm almost finished with Catholicism by Bishop Barron.
It's something that I've always been able to do, and it's, for some reason right now, I haven't necessarily been able to always focus on something with noise in the background. So I've been having using my Kindle with my pattern on it, because I've been doing a lot of charts, and then my phone with a Kindle book pulled up, and doing that at the same time. Mm-hmm. So I finished, well, first of all, I have finished listening to the Great Courses class.
Did I want me to tell you they have some free things that they're doing on Great Courses on YouTube or something?
I have access to a lot of them.
No, I know, but this is something else.
I mean, no, I may have access. I'm in the Facebook group for Great Courses.
Mm-hmm.
I've probably seen
Okay, well,
a lot of,
tell
but
you.
yeah, thank you. I'll have to talk to them about that, because I'm on their newsletter,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm kind of a fangirl when it comes to the Great Courses.
So I don't have time for them.
Well, I do a lot of listening to things when I'm designing,
Mm-hmm.
and this has always been, when I worked night shift, the Great Courses was a big love of mine. I'm in the Great Courses Plus, which is a subscription thing. It also keeps me from trying to buy classes. It's less expensive for me to be in the Great Courses Plus.
And we need to talk about that, because Dave was talking about, I talked to him a little about that, being a subscription for your for your Christmas or whatever.
Yeah, because for me, that's incredibly worth it to keep me from buying
Stuff.
Because a Great Courses class, you're getting a university class, and this is not
for credit, but
no. What I'm saying is, I am not paid to represent the Great Courses.
no, we're not paid for
I'm
anything.
a long-time fan of the Great Courses. I used to watch them on night shift. Huge fan. I used to give them for gifts for people. Like, This was my thing.
They're great.
I love them.
It's great. They're absolutely, very good.
It's because it's university level classes. So I finished watching the Black Death one again. I love that particular teacher.
You're going to get off on this, and we're not going to...
But anyway, I did her course. And right now, through the Great Courses Plus, I started doing the class I wanted to pick up, but I hadn't because it was too expensive.
Oh, right. Which one's that?
George Orwell.
Okay, cool.
And, oh my gosh, it's so interesting. Like, did you know that he had fought as a true believer against the fascists as a volunteer? He's British. Mm-hmm. In the Spanish Civil War.
Oh, wow.
And he actually barely survived. He got shot through the throat and somehow survived.
Wow. At that time period, wow.
Well, he got shot just right.
I missed the artery.
Like, they missed everything. It went straight through, like, hit nothing. He was able to talk later. It took him a little while to get his voice back, but he was also... So, he didn't like fascism, but he was also treated badly by the communist government there. So, communists didn't like him because they thought he didn't represent their views right, and then he wasn't liked by the more conservative end because they felt he was too communist. And it talks about how he got to this road where he became such a clear thinker to write things like 1982.
84.
1984. It's like, oh, Mom.
An Animal Farm?
Yeah, Animal Farm as well. But they were talking particularly about 1984 with Big Brother is watching, the Thought Police.
Boy, that book scared the heck out of me when I read it.
I tried reading it. I've never been able to finish it. It's a very good book.
It is.
I read Animal Farm, I think, a couple times.
Animal Farm is very good.
The man-
Those pigs are scary.
That man had vision. He had a way of seeing the world, which was scarily accurate.
Well, he was one of those who could read the writing on the wall.
Right, and they attribute a lot of what he became to his experiences in the Spanish-American War.
Kind of like Tolkien with World War II. Or
Right.
World War I, whatever World War.
So,
Was it World War I or II?
seriously, guys, if you are a Great Courses fan and you want to get this class at a steal, oh my gosh, I'm loving it so much. But anyway.
You're going to get flary, and I'm not going to...
Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry. No, excitement's bad, but I love it. And the other thing I was doing, we're talking about reading, is when noise is too much, because sometimes it is, even sometimes talking to people can be too much stimulation, even though you can't tell right now. I will sometimes be completely silent in a dimmed room with a book pulled up with a black background on the Kindle and knitting a design. And I started and finished Wolf Hunt again.
That's a good book.
Because watching the Great Courses class on the Black Death made me think about some of my it got me in a medieval mood. Because it was talking about the effects of the Black Death on the culture and how it changed things. And just made me want to read and about... she's also talking about historical fiction is a good way of getting a feel for the time in a way that's more interesting than a textbook.
Right.
And The Wolf Hunt was probably one of the... I'm not a big historical fiction fan.
It has to be done well.
It has to be done well. Brother Cadfael she brought up is a very well done.
Excellent.
And it actually is a very excellent... If you want to get a good feel for what it was like during the fight between... well, in the book they call her Maud.
Right.
But... what was her actual name? I can't bring it out of my head right now. But between her and Stephen.
I wonder why they changed her name.
Well, it might have been a shortening,
Yeah.
But they call her Maud in the books. But it's Mildred or
Whatever her name was.
I can't remember.
The books are excellent. Brother Cadfael.
But the books are excellent, and they actually are. She said the
movies are good too.
The lady who I can't now do the show because I love the book. Like, especially the one that the first episode of the show, which actually isn't the first book. I don't like the guy they chose for my favorite character.
I like him.
He doesn't fit my mental picture.
I like him.
I feel like he's too old for that character.
Hugh?
Yeah, he was only in his early 20s in the book, Mom.
Yeah, I don't. I met him first in the movie, so.
Well, I actually met him first in the movie, and then I read the book. I'm like, oh my gosh, I love him so much more in the book. I can't stand watching the movies now.
I like both. Ty's got very strong opinions. Anyway, moving on.
But yes, Dorsey Armstrong, the teacher, said that she had learned a lot to get herself into learning about the monasteries and things like that. She had actually gone to Brother Cadfael just to get her the feel of things, because that's a well-written historical fiction.
Yeah.
But that her talk about Cadfael and well-written historical fictions is what got me rereading Wolf Hunt, which does have some very accurate aspects to it if you take some of the fantasy elements out.
Yeah, I like the author, but it's the
you
only
do
book...
have to watch the author, because even in this book, she doesn't go into anything, but you can definitely tell that she likes a little racier.
Yeah, because I got that book finally, but I had read it at the library and finally got the book. But while I was waiting for that to become available because it was so popular, my husband had picked up another one that was set in Rome, and I couldn't read it. It was just too much stuff in it. But so you just have to be careful.
And I feel like you can write, because unfortunately, Alison Weir, when she does historical fiction,
I had to stop reading hers.
She can be racy as well. And
I think
I feel like you can write historical fiction without being racy.
Right. And I think that she arguably is more racy than the one who does Wolf Hunt. I just didn't like the continual references thing. She didn't go into detail. I just didn't like the continual reference.
Right.
Wolf Hunt, I can read it. I like it. It's one of my favorite books. But she,
I just wanted to give a heads up, because your mileage may vary.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You guys... you know me, I'm strictly PG-13, so what bothers me might not bother you.
Right.
But it's just a heads up. So we want to move on, unless you have more to say about books.
No, because that was yeah.
I did want to say that I got a shipment. I think I have my entire shipment now of Bear Yarn. I've got Bear Yarn on my shelves. I got Bear Yarn in boxes on the floor. So yes, because we have things in mind that I want to dye yarn for, the autism awareness and other things like that. So that's good. We will move on. We don't have anything else, I don't think, except that we're locked down like everybody else.
And I don't really have anything new hell, because nothing. It's the same old good days, bad days. But I mean, we're locked down, so
Yeah, we're pretty much we go to the store. We can't even go to church really.
we can't.
We can go to confession. We're going to try maybe to go to confession this week if possible. Maybe get the priest out here for Talia because
Yeah, I'm just saying in my head. I'm like, oh my gosh.
yeah, if he comes out here, I might just ask him to do all 4 of us. But
And it's not like fear of infection. Honestly, it's more. Last time I went out to confession, it was a very hard recovery.
and it may not be fear of contagion for her. It is for me. I don't want her going out there. So, but anyway, we want to, thank you for watching this very random podcast. We want to thank all the people who commented both on YouTube and in the group. I think I hit everybody with responses.
You shouldn't hit people.
I know, that's why I said it, because I knew you were going to say that. You're so predictable, you oboe head. Anyway.
I feel like predictable.
Anyway, we want to thank the people who commented on YouTube. We have Pat and Valeria and Gab and Grammy and Looney Hiker, Fiber Hermit, Heather296, and that's Pretty Knit Sylvie. Thank you.
And also thank you to the people who commented on the very short live stream.
Yes,
the ones who were there when we were live.
That was exciting. And we're very supportive. That was Marie and I
know Jess responded later. There was another lady who responded later who was super bummed that she didn't catch us live.
Yeah, and then there was
because there was a couple people that I didn't know their YouTube names. So it was nice to interact with some people we don't normally get a chance to interact with.
It was Marie and I can't remember the other 2 that were on when we were live. But they were familiar to me. Oh, Crafty Nomad, Kim the Crafty Nomad, Marie, and I forget who the other one was. But I apologize. My memory is sometimes like a sieve. So thank you very much. We will consider doing that at some time in the future. We want to wish you all a safe and healthy week, a blessed week full of every good thing, your knitting, your crocheting, whatever it is that makes you happy. Keep an eye out for all the other stuff. We hope to see you back here for the Fun in the Woman Cave next Friday or Saturday probably. This is the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast, episode 395, and that's a wrap.
Bye.